Hey there, comic book fans. I decided to pull something off my shelf again this week to show you, and this book is gigantic. It's 16 inches wide by 21 inches tall. I mean, it's just big and cumbersome. There's a normal comic book size. Just to show you how big this is. So it's what, over 4 of them. And it's Walt and Skeezix Sunday strips, which is Gasoline Alley. Just to give you a little comparison, here's a Gasoline Alley from Dark Horse that they put out of some of the early Sunday strips. You can see it's even bigger than these big books. So it's a gigantic book. It's actually it's bigger than my drawing board here that I put my stuff on, but it's a really, really good book. Of course, it's called Walt and Skeezix because the Gasoline Alley strips are in the public domain, but the name Gasoline Alley is still trademarked. So they go by Walt and Skeezix. Oh, let's open it up. Look at how gigantic this thing. Whoa, I gotta be careful of. Here's a little cardboard cutout. I mean, paper dolls. There's Skeezix there that it comes with. I'm not quite sure why. And this came out in 2007. I probably haven't had it down from my shelf very much since I read it in 2007. But, you know, a little introduction. I always love the historical behind-the-scenes part. And the Sundays always ran a different story than the daily strips. So they published the daily strips, and Gasoline Alleys in the 20s and 30s was huge on merchandising too. It was it was merchandised like everything is today. So had a game there. The Boys of Winter. Look at this teeny tiny type. Whew. There's a couple of daily strips. Like I said, they collected all the daily strips in Walt and Skeezix volume, I think 0 through 6. Well, not all of them, just 0 through, just like most of the 20s. I think they collected. Little history of Gasoline. And now we get into these are from the like 1920 to 1934. I think it's said in the beginning. Let me double back and see if I can catch that. Yes, 1921 through 1934, and I think the Dark Horse ones. I have 2 of the Dark Horse ones that I got years ago. I don't know if they ever put out any more, but they cover 21, 22, 23, and 24. And here are the earliest ones. 1921. You can see the color is pretty simple. By the time we get into the 30s, we're in like the golden age of newspaper, comics, Sunday strip color and such things. As you can see, it starts out with pretty simple color, only red and black there. And here we go. And what year is this in full color? 1921 we still are, and it gets more into full color because we got greens and blues. But a beautiful, beautifully drawn strip. If you've never read Gasoline Alley, it's a slice of life strip where Walt has this little baby left on his doorstep, so he adopts the baby and just goes through life and they age in real time. Strip's still going on today. It's funny. Gasoline Alley, like I said, it's still going. It was in the paper when I was a kid, but I never read it. I never liked it much. But when I went back and read the Walt and Skeezix stuffs from the 20s, I really, really loved it. It's kind of beloved as one of the best comic strips ever. And I gotta say, let me see if I can lift one of these up. Ooh, that's heavy. Get a good look at that panel. The guy's holding the pumpkins. Whew. Like I said, it's just some beautiful slice of life stuff. Oh, I'm losing my drawing board. It's so big. It's big in the drawer. Love that. Christmas drawing at the end there. Little winter scene. What year are we on with these ones? 1922. And he got especially, I think I've seen some in I don't know if it was the early or late 30s. He gets very inventive with his layouts. As you can see here, the layouts are just, what is that, 3x4 or 12 panel grid. and this is 1921. So I guess in the beginning, but you know, just look at the color in those, that checkered shirt and stuff like that. That's just, and I think these were shot and cleaned up from the original comic strips. I don't know how much of the original art is left here, but as you can see from the texture, like if you look at the texture of that orange wall right there, I'm pretty sure that's right from the newspaper. That's the newsprint, giving it that texture. But beautiful, beautiful strips. Like these little guys here. Look, he's already getting more. There's a little Dreams, Winsor McCay going on here with his dream. Gee, Skeezix, had an awful nightmare. Did you? This must be an homage to Winsor McCay's Little Nemo in Slumberland, 1922. I know Little Nemo started in the teens, but it was famous. I'm sure it was still around in the early 20s, but I'm sure it's an homage to that. Wow, just the drawing is beautiful, the color is beautiful. Let's lift up this color on this car. Seems to be easiest to show off these last panels when I lift them. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. But if you ever get a chance to read Walt and Skeezix or In Gasoline Alley, go grab it. You might be able to get these books from your library or something like that. I don't know if you get these big ones. But wow, look at this beautiful work with this and the elephant. Gets a real change. You can see even by what is this, 1922, he's stretching a lot more than he was in the beginning. Even just when he started in 1921 on this. Oh, we get our first double panel there. Look at that. Going a little wide screen on us. Wow, that's beautiful. Once again, a dreamlike thing. I think that was Rip Van Winkle there. You see, sometimes since they're shooting from the actual printed comic, the blacks get a little light. You can see all the pinholes in this black here. Which is just, you know, unfortunately they don't have stats of the original art. They don't have the original art around anymore, I would guess, or it's buried somewhere. That's, wow. Oh, and it looks like we get up here you get a little panel across the top too that tells you what's going on. A Christmas panel, 1620. Oh, a Thanksgiving panel. That's what it is. Oh, so I guess he was doing the major holidays on the Sunday strips. Like I said, these have a completely different continuity than the daily strips. Oh, they're riding a polar bear. What a wonderfully drawn polar bear, too. Wow. That one. Take a look at that polar bear. That is a great drawing. Even like the drawing of them at night. Oof, this is a heavy book to lift. Good thing I've got an extension arm on my tripod so that it sticks out over the book so I can lift it up and show you. That works well for filming these giant books. New Year's baby. Yeah, Skeezix is growing up in real time in these too. So, why are these pages stuck together? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Don't want to rip anything on this beautiful book. On the moon, look at that. Wow. Junkyard Skeezix. We're 1923, we're still in the early 1900s. Wow. Skeezix has grown up a little now, he's a toddler. He's starting to speak. Butterfly. I got some sort of schmutz on the bottom of the page that's making them stick together. Oh, Skeezix brings a turtle over to Uncle Walt. Wow, see, look at the colors in this one. They're really, like I said, they're This is still 23 too. I read there's a blog, I'll have to put it on underneath, about the process of how they used to do these colors, and they're really it was really interesting because it's like they were comic books were printed cheaply in like the 30s, but they really spent more money getting these colors rights on these, so they'd have the guy who did the separations on the color, he'd often be a painter, so he would really, like, look at that, he'd really know his color and be painting it on the separations to make the printing plate up. It was really a complicated process compared to what they were doing for comics a little while later, because they spent imagine it's 1920s, 1930s. These Sunday strips are really a huge part of your entertainment. There was no TV to turn on. You had to go out to the movies, listen to the radio, or if you wanted some sort of visual storytelling, this was it. So people would pore over these on Sundays when the paper came. So they really, and these were a big selling point of the paper too. These Sunday strips. Let me see if I can get that one in there straight. Wow, what a nice shot that is. I can only imagine being a kid or even an adult in 1927 and getting the Sunday paper and going through these, like, wow, what fun. And Frank King, who drew this, was also an early car enthusiast, which is why he made a strip about cars. And he would often, in like 1920, early 20s, he was making trips across the country by car before there were, roads for cars even. So it was quite an adventure taking a car trip across the country. Oh, look at that. Wow. Another great, these widescreen panels he's doing just really stand out. And here he's doing something, I guess he's digging down to China because he's suddenly upside down and comes out on the side of China. Huh. Up another Halloween one, I guess. I see a witch there. Look at these. They're really going all out with these fall colors. Like that Haystacks panel is good. As is that one right there. Little Thanksgiving one, there's a turkey. General Winter one with an igloo. Something to do with smoke. Ah, they're just watching for things in the clouds. Another one in the fall. What are we up to here? 1926. So like, this isn't complete. I guess they're just giving us highlights and, going with whatever they got. Well, look at all these. I guess that's one of his road trips out west, because he took his car trips out west. So here's a dreamlike one with, you can see how Calvin and Hobbes was influenced by this, with Skeezix dreaming he's flying over the landscape. In the daily one, there isn't any of this fantasy stuff, a fantasy element. It's all kind of slice of life stuff. And the Sunday ones, he let loose with kind of this fantasy element here. Different sort of, it's still slice of life, but the characters are dreaming. Wow, more beautiful fall colors. As a matter of fact, there's Jack Frost working on the colors. Here they are as what was that? I wonder if Alley-Oop was around at this time. I think that was the Caveman strip. Could be homage to that. Man, I haven't looked at this in so long. Water tower shot. Ooh, some nice silhouettes for Halloween. Skeleton. Oh, wow, there's so much in this. There's so much to see in this, it's amazing. Doing a thing with stamps, I think, here. Yep, look up top, Gasoline Alley. We got stamps up here. So I guess they're stamp collecting, and they're going on an, their stamp collecting is bringing them on an adventure. We step into Germany and find a strange bird. It looks like a thunderbird. Now into Hungary, where we see them harvesting grain by hand. What is this? 1928. Wow, all that stuff was still, 1928 was a different world than now. More about, they really like these fall, going into these fall colors. They make the strip about the fall colors. More silhouettes for winter. Oh wow, look at this one. More about the color. You can get the reflection right there in the water. Look at these. Look at that panel. Wow. It's really got the feeling of the leaves going on there. Oh wow, see now here's one he's doing a whole thing with. Look at that. That's the beach, I guess, and he's got one static shot of he's got one big shot of the beach broken down into 12 panels. All the stuff going on in the 12 panels, playing with time in the panels. Interesting. Another one. More silhouettes for Halloween. Oh, look at this. He's getting modern artish. Modernism is a bit beyond me. I hate to live in a place that picture was painted. Yes. But but I'd like to go there. Let's Uncle. Ah, so they step into the paint. They step into the modern painting. How great is that? The dreamlike world of the modern painting. Look at them dragging the paint behind them in that last panel. Wow. They said what year was this? 1930. So, it gets more and more playful with the Sunday strips as time goes on. Now here we are, Skeezix, in the style of the old woodcut pictures. So now they're going with woodcut. Take a look at those panels. Looking like old woodcuts. Wow. See, really, really creative stuff on your Sunday strip. Like I said, imagine it's 1930 and you're opening this up in your newspaper. Playing with more color here. Digging the cave. They go into the world of that phony nickel. Wonder what that's doing down there. Oh, I guess he was running it, because it's still got King's signature on it. I guess he was running a second strip. Maybe they made the newspaper smaller, the page, so he had less to work with. Oh wow, look at this one. Trying out my new compass. So it's all circle work with his new compass. That's some good stuff right there. What else do we have? Another one of those shots like the beach where you get to see the whole neighborhood. And Skeezix running around the neighborhood. Look how much, Skeezix is a 10-year-old now. That, Skeezix is the big kid, not the little kid. More of that phony nickel. Like in today's modern comics, they run 2 panels on the top of the Sunday strip that you can just drop out. That's why they're always not related to the Sunday strip. More dream stuff. Little Nemo in Slumberland, like dream stuff. Did Skeezix get a little brother in the 30s? I haven't read Gasoline Alley past the 20s, so he might have gotten a little brother by this time in the 30s. Because Walt got married. Wow, look at this. More stuff about roads. You ever stop and consider a road you set your foot on? Or turn your car on to the whole country? The whole country? Okay. Talking about roads. Oh, we're getting into more shadowing here. I'm noticing there's different logos every week too. I just noticed that. He's doing a new logo. Oh, here's another one. You see the whole neighborhood as he's flying above it, and I think he's closed up. I mean, we're only getting 9 panels now that this one is down here. I liked it better when it was the whole page. Look at these. Wow, I haven't looked at this in so long, I don't really remember most of it. A Western strip. Wow, look at these. That looks like Harvey Kurtzman art from the 50s. So I guess Harvey Kurtzman was looking at Walt and Skeezix too. That figure right there really looks like a Harvey Kurtzman figure. But I guess everybody was looking at Gasoline Alley. It was that popular. In the big city. They're doing lots of flying on these Sunday strips. They never fly in the daily strips. Oh, we're done with that phony nickel? That nickel was phony, oh conductor. You'll have to get off. My street anyway. Puny puns? That's peculiar. The orator broke off in the middle of his speech. Now we're back to the full page. Good, I like that. I don't need that phony nickel. What year are we up? 1934. Wow, look at these ones. Once again, we're getting the shot, all 12 panels, or the shot of that. Oh, it's a swimming pool. It would make a keen swimming pool. Oh, I bet it's I'm building a house there. Oh, this must be a house going up. Gee, Wimpy, look, someone's building a house right on our baseball diamond. How come we didn't know it? Someone's building a house on their baseball diamond. Oh, and there's the house going up. Wow. Once again, more flying. Here they are at the old swimming hole. Flying along. Ah, we're at the end. There we go. 1934, right? Let's see, it says over there. November 11th, 1934. So that's the last of our Walt designer's note, publisher's note. Wow, what a great book. What does it look like? Oh, it's just red underneath its dust cover. There you go. Figured to give you a look at this. Whoops. I'm wrecking this dust cover. Trying to get that back on. That's why you should take the dust covers off before you look at them. Well, there you go. Let's see. Man, these autumn ones are great. I like these, like the Halloween ones too, the silhouette ones. It's lots and lots of good stuff. Alright, so that little Skeezix. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that look at the Gasoline Alley Sundays. What's this named again? Sundays with Walt and Skeezix, Volume 1. I don't know if there ever was a Volume 2, but good stuff in Volume 1.